Hola y buenos días. Soy yo otra vez el señor Morris. ¿Cómo están ustedes? Today, we'll go over what we've been covering so far in this unit, and then we'll start asking questions about specific teachers of classes that you may have. Okay? We'll also talk about the seasons in relationship to the school year, so strap on your thinking caps and let's begin with our canción de saludos. Canten conmigo. Hola, hola, buenos días, bienvenidos, ¿cómo están? Todos juntos ya estamos listos para aprender. Muy bien. Well, last class we started talking about this question. ¿Qué materias llevamos en la escuela? You remember we said materias is subjects, so what subjects do you take in school? Well, I had those all set, but somebody came along and mixed up my letters on me. So let's review the subjects and see if you can help me unscramble the names of the different subjects. Let's start with this one. Here's this subject, and somebody took all of the letters and they changed the order of them. Could anybody help me figure this out? What subject is this? Did you say arte? If you said arte, you were entirely correct. So thanks for helping me out on that one. How about this subject? Kasumi. Kasumi. It's got those instruments. Oh, I think I know. How about you? Did you say música? Música. How about this one? He's looking through his microscope there. Oh, I remember. Did you get ciencias naturales? Ciencias naturales. Okay. How about this one? Egunale. Hey, that looks familiar. That was our scrambled word from the last class. Do you remember what subject this is? Lenguaje. Lenguaje. And there she is studying her español. Yeah. Oh, this one's pretty easy, because this is another one of those cognates. Do you remember what this one is? Matemáticas. Matemáticas. Did you get that? Okay. How about this one? En si seas la cosíes. Can you get that? Oh, I remember now. This is ciencias sociales. Very good. Well, I tell you what. Now that you know the subjects, I'm going to ask you a new question, and we're going to see if we can figure it out together. Okay? La pregunta es, ¿quién es tu maestro de matemáticas? Let's look at this. What words do you recognize from this here? Well, we remember quién. That's from our question board, and that means who. Okay? ¿Quién es tu maestro? We know maestro is a teacher. So, who is your maestro, teacher, de matemáticas? Oh, well, that's pretty easy. Who is your teacher of matemáticas? We remember that from our subjects. So, who is your math teacher? Oh, well, that's pretty easy once we understand that. And if it's easy to ask the question, it's really easy to answer. All you have to do is say, es, and then the name of the teacher. So you might say, es el señor Smith, or es la señora Jones. Okay, so that's all you have to do to answer that question. So that makes it pretty easy, doesn't it? Yeah. Well, I tell you what. Let's see. ¿Quién es tu maestro de ciencias sociales? ¿Quién es tu maestro de ciencias sociales? Can you answer that one? You'll just say es, and then tell me what the teacher's name is. Okay, here's a good one, and I hope you can all answer this one. ¿Quién es tu maestro de español? ¿Quién es tu maestro de español? To answer that, all you have to do is say, es el señor Morris. Soy yo. All right. Well, you can keep practicing that whenever you want to with all of the students in your classroom. And one thing that might help is knowing the subjects really well. So let's go ahead and review the subjects again with this video. Ahora, presten atención y repitan todas.
Las materias. Matemáticas. Ciencias naturales. Ciencias sociales. Lenguaje. Arte. Música.
Muy bien. Now remember that I said that you can keep practicing these things by asking students in your class or in other classes this question, ¿Quién es tu maestro de...? Or you can ask them, ¿Qué materias llevamos? And see if they can answer you, okay? Now, another thing. When we talk about the year, we sometimes talk about the seasons. Okay? There are 4 seasons in a year. What are they called in English? Can you remember the seasons in English? Spring, summer, fall or autumn, and winter. That's right. Well, these are the seasons in Spanish. Let's look at these right now. The first season that we're going to talk about is this one. Oh, look at this. Now, the leaves are starting to fall. It's probably starting to get a little bit cool. This is when students have to go back to school, isn't it? What is this season called in English? In English, it's the fall or autumn. Y en español, el otoño. And you've got that ñ there. El otoño. Okay. That's one of the seasons of the year, and we go to school in el otoño. The next season, starts to get real cold. Here's this guy, he's building a snowman, right? What season is this? In English, it's called winter, right? In Spanish, it's called el invierno. Repitan todos. El invierno. And that's right. One way I remember this is you like to go in invierno. Okay. Now, are we going to school or are we on vacation during el invierno? Well, unless you have year-round school, you're probably on vacation, right? The next season. Oh, this is a nice season. Things start to grow again. It starts to warm up. The leaves are coming out on the trees. The grass is starting to turn green. What is this called in English? It's right after winter. It's spring. Y en español es la primavera. Repitan todos. La primavera. La primavera. Now in springtime or in la primavera, ¿estamos en la escuela? Sí or no? Are we in school in springtime? Again, if you don't go to year-round school, the answer would be sí. Yes, we're still in school in the springtime. The last season of the year is one of my favorites. Yeah, oh, look at her. She's out on the beach building her sandcastle. The sun is shining so brightly she has her umbrella. What season is this in English? That's right, it's summertime. Y en español, el verano. El verano. Are we in school in the summertime? Again, if you don't go to year-round school, the summer is usually vacation time. So, el verano no estamos en la escuela. In summertime, we're not in school, are we? Yeah. School generally runs from about September through May. And that leaves June, July, and August for vacation times, which are the summer months. So, if I wanted to ask you when you go to school, I'd probably ask you a question like this. ¿Cuándo vamos a la escuela? ¿Cuándo vamos a la escuela? And you remember from our question words, cuando means when, and vamos means we go. A la escuela, to school. So when do we go to school? Well, if you remember the seasons that we just talked about, you can answer the question like this. En otoño, invierno y primavera. Vamos a la escuela en otoño, invierno y primavera. That's right. Well, we're going to come back to that in just a few minutes when we start to look at our activity sheets. But before we do that, I thought now might be a good time to stand up and do some more of our TPR. Well, we're going to start off sitting. So teachers, get your classes ready so that they can all participate along with us while we review our TPR. Y ahora, presten atención y participen todos. All right, here we are again. Let's go ahead and do what we always do. Let's review, and then we'll see if we can add something new, okay? Let's see how you guys remember. Párense. Oh yeah, this is too easy. Siéntense. Párense. Caminen. Espérense. Voltéense. Voltéense. Caminen. Oye, espérense. Voltéense. Caminen y siéntense en la silla. Okay. Párense. Okay, good. Siéntense. And now, we've been adding some things as we go along here. So remember, this is the one that I always tell you. It should sound really familiar. Do you guys remember this one? Canten. Ya, espérense. Okay. Now, listen carefully. I want to see if you guys can do this. Escuchen. Párense. Espérense. Párense. Caminen y canten. Dale. Caminen y canten. Caminen. Caminen y canten. Espérense. Voltéense. Caminen y canten. Basta, siéntense. Okay. Now, last time we talked about this. Silla. Piso. Piso. Toquen la silla. Toquen la silla. Toquen el piso. Toquen la silla. Toquen el piso. Toquen la silla. Okay. Párense. Here you go now. I want to see if you guys can do this too. Siéntense en el piso. Okay, good. Párense. Siéntense en las sillas. You guys are doing a really good job. Now let's see. That's almost all we have time for today, but I want to try something new. So let me see. Emilia. Emilia, párate. Emilia. Siéntate en Alexis. Ah! Okay. You guys are doing a great job. I hope you can stick with it. We're going to try this again later. We'll see you. Good job, guys. I hope you guys get a chance to do some TPR in your classroom outside of just the time that we do it here. Teachers, there are some ways that you can adapt that to your classroom, maybe writing the commands on a piece of board so that you can point to them and see if the students can respond. Or if you'd like, go ahead and try pronouncing some of the words. I think you guys will surprise yourself at how well you do. Okay, today we have 2 activity sheets. Okay, por favor, saquen la hoja de actividades llamada las estaciones. And that's this one here. Okay, go ahead and start off by writing your name up at the top. Roberto. Now, this one says, answer the questions by filling in the names of the seasons on the blanks. The names of the seasons are in the key, but you'll need to fill in their missing vowels first. So down here at the bottom is the answer key, but it's missing the vowels. Do you remember the vowels? A, E, I, O, U. A, E, I, O, U. Well, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can do this one. B blank, R blank, N blank. Oh, I know that one. That is verano. Verano. Here, you see? I filled in the vowels on that one, so I know that that season is verano. Now, I'm going to fill in the word verano under the season. Which of these seasons is verano? Do you remember? Here it is. Verano. Okay. And that answers this question. ¿Cuándo estamos de vacaciones en verano? Up here we'll be able to answer these questions. ¿Cuándo vamos a la escuela? And that will be these seasons here. Now, we have another activity sheet for you that's not really too difficult. Hopefully it'll just give you a chance to review some what we've done and maybe have some fun. Let's look at that now. It's called Las Estaciones. Okay. And look at this guy. ¿Quién es? Es el maestro. Well, it says here, el maestro está confundido. The poor thing, he's confused. Where should the teacher be during this season that's pictured here? Okay. And how should he get there? Decide where the teacher should go and help him get there through the maze. Well, en el invierno. En el invierno, here's the question. Should he end up de vacaciones or en la escuela? En el invierno. Do you think you know? Well, see if you can trace the route for the teacher and get the teacher to where he's supposed to be, because the poor thing is confused. Oops. Well, don't do that, because that's obviously not the right way. I think este maestro está confundido. I think I must be a little bit confused too. See if you can trace through to where the teacher is supposed to be in el invierno, and see if you can find a number of different ways to get there. Tell you what, you're all doing a great job this unit. Next class, we'll look at what it is like to go to school in some Spanish-speaking countries. Do you think that school is exactly the same, exactly the opposite, or maybe somewhere in between? Well, we'll see. Ahora tenemos que despedirnos. For our goodbye song today, let's sing one of my favorites, La Bamba. Canten conmigo. Para bailar la bamba, para bailar la bamba, se necesita una poca de gracia. Una poca de gracia pa' ti, pa' mí, ahí arriba y arriba. Ahí arriba y arriba, por ti seré, por ti seré, por ti seré. Bamba, 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 bamba. Yo no soy marinero,
yo no soy marinero, soy capitán, soy capitán, soy capitán. Bamba, 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 bamba. You guys are doing a great job. Keep practicing those sentences that we're learning and see if you can ask your classmates and have them answer you correctly. Okay? Until we see each other again, adios. Bam, bam. Thank you.